Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Builder's Diaries, where I build a business and a body at the same time. Today, I'm just going to be giving you guys an update on the business and the body. I've already really built the body, so the body is there, but just kind of some updates with my health and where am I at with my food, and am I still eating 100% raw food? Kind of where am I at with that? So I wanted to film this. I know as you guys are watching these, I'm releasing these 3 times a week. So you're not really able to see the gap in this, but I haven't recorded one of these episodes for about a week and a half, probably or so. It's been a little bit. I'm trying to catch up a little bit because I am filming ahead. So I'm about like 4 weeks ahead right now. So I'm trying to kind of shorten that gap. So when I'm talking to you guys, it's a little bit more real time. I think right now, as the episodes are launching, I just finished my challenge, and I'm a month out of my challenge now. So it's a little bit just lag. So I'm trying to just kind of catch it up so I can get you guys just more, updates that are more current, updates that are more recent. So it's kind of telling you where I'm at that moment. So trying to film these maybe once a week until I catch up, and then I'll keep filming them to see where I'm at. I don't know. We'll see how many more I'm going to film. I guess the goal of the series was to really just document my journey of building a business and building a body. And I built the body, building that business, and now just kind of transitioning into the last final phase of the business. So I don't know, it's kind of just keep going with it and see where it goes. People are tuning in, so thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. People like this. I've gotten a lot of really good feedback from it, so that's pretty cool. Gotten some negative feedback from it as well, but with the good comes the bad. And if you're on social media, if you're a face of a brand, or if you're just putting yourself out there, you're gonna get positive and negative. So it is what it is. I don't really care, like it's you got to have that thick skin, and if you're not my people, you're not my people. But me putting myself out there, I'm attracting a lot more of my people. And that's truly who I'm here for. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm not here to say, you have to do this. Like, no, if you feel called to eat raw food, if you feel called to eat a lot of living food and work out and feel good, then I might be your people, it is what it is. But I got going this week. So actually last week I filmed, and then the last week I released it as well. I released a new interview series. So I released the plant-based fitness show where I interview fitness enthusiasts about their passions in fitness and how they eat raw food or plant-based food and maintain their fitness. And it was really interesting because I was all excited about this. And I'm like, yeah, podcast, this will be fun. And I got into it and realized I don't think I really want to do this. And it's funny because I created a thumbnail and I got a little bit of buzz around it. I had one guest I interviewed, and I interviewed myself. And I'm kind of just like realizing, like, I don't think right now an interview series is the best use of my time. Just doing it consistently, like trying to get an interview series up, like consistently filming it. Maybe I'm filming 2 or 3 episodes a week, or maybe one episode a week, or whatever. I don't think I can do that because I work 3 jobs, you guys. Like, I have 3 different jobs that I do. I work in construction. I'm building this Fit Raw Life brand, and I'm also doing operations and marketing for one of my friends' online businesses. So I'm doing kind of 3 things. Having to do interviews, you have to schedule with that person. You have to get on the same page as that person. And a lot of these people that I'm meeting with, they don't live in California. They're on different times. And I don't have a lot of free time. My free time is very random pockets of hours. Like, maybe it's at 3 a.m., maybe it's at 4 a.m., maybe it's at 8 p.m., but it's not like regular time, so it's very hard for me to get on the same page and coordinate times with people when I'm really just working whenever I can because of my life. Is because people that have a full-time job and they're building something in their spare time, this is what we have. We only have moments here and there. So it's very hard to do these calls and plan these calls with people that don't have, 3 jobs. So I'm just kind of like, maybe this isn't the best use of my time right now. And it's not to say I'm not going to do it. I think it's a great way to grow your brand. I think it's a great way to network. I think it's a great way to meet people like bigger than you in the space that you really want to meet. And I think that I probably maybe will do 1 a month. I actually figured out who I want to approach for my next guest, and hopefully he says yes, because I think he would be a great guest. But it's not something I really want to push. And I think it's just kind of like when it happens, and if that person comes across my plate that I really want to talk to, an interview and like really highlight them to my community, then I think then I'll do it. But it's not going to be like this is my thing, you guys. I'm going to do this podcast. We're going to do the plant-based fitness show. I don't think that is. But I did have an epiphany of what that is for me. So nobody's really doing this on YouTube right now. And as I'm saying this, it's probably already going to be released. So can't steal my ideas, but it doesn't really matter. I don't care. Take my ideas, you guys. That's why I'm sharing all this. So you can take whatever I'm doing and maybe tweak it to fit whatever you're doing. And maybe it can help, and that's why I'm sharing this journey. Maybe this journey can inspire and help other people that, they want to break out of their 9 to 5, but they just don't know how. And they've tried a million things and they keep trying a million things. It's me. I'm trying and trying and trying. And I'm going to keep trying until it happens, until it works for me, because there is no backup plan. This is my backup plan, So my next YouTube series is going to be focused on plant-based eating out, I guess you could say. I don't even know what the title is going to be called yet. I think I have the title written down somewhere, but basically, I love to look at menus. Like, it's kind of a weird, like, obsession I have of literally, like, going takeout food menus. Like, I'm kind of a walking Yelp. Like, I could tell you probably 100 different restaurants all around me that are not vegan that have vegan food on their menu, because I literally just scour menus. Like, it's kind of a weird thing I do, but how do I do this? Why do I do this? When do I do this? And it's kind of like, maybe I can bring people into this aspect of it. So I'm going to be giving menu reviews. So kind of my take on, like these reaction review videos, but it'll basically be me pulling up a menu and going through the menu and saying, okay, this is what I would order. This is why I would order it. This is why I would not order this, and highlighting the good and the bad things on different menus that are across the nation. So more popular restaurants, maybe like the Cheesecake Factory, Chipotle, like those type places to start with, just to kind of get the buzz. But I'm going to start filming those, I think, this week or next week. I was really just kind of trying to, give myself a little bit of a break last week and not kind of keep moving forward. But I think I'm ready. I was trying to figure out what program I'm going to do it in. I bought an AI program that I can edit in. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, but I think I figured it out moving forward. So Kelly's restaurant reviews are going to be coming soon. And I think that actually will give a lot of value to people, because people you're going to go out to eat. People aren't going to not go out to eat. Like, I don't go out to eat, but not everybody's going to be like me, like it's hard for me to go out to eat, but if it wasn't hard, what would I order? And like, can I give you like my brain and put that inside of you? And like, maybe you can be like, oh, okay. And I don't know. I think it really helps. Like, honestly, it helped one of my friends. So a while ago, it's probably 10 years or so now. One of my friends was diagnosed with prediabetes, and he, if you get diagnosed with prediabetes, you don't know how to eat. Honestly, if you have type 2 diabetes, if you get diagnosed with this, you don't know how to eat, honestly. So I was like, okay, well, let me help you. And he is not the type of person that he's ever going to meal prep. He's not going to prep his meals. He's not going to do that. He goes out to eat almost every single meal. So I was like, cool, let me help you order. Like, let me be your guide. So every time he went to eat, he would send me the menu, and he would send me this and be like, I'm going here, or I'm going here. And I'd be like, cool, order this, this, and this, order this, this, and this. And after a few months of me saying, do this, change this, add this, don't have this, he got it. And so he's definitely 100% not he doesn't have any sort of diabetes right now. He is 100% healthy, super healthy, because shortly after this, he got bit by the fitness bug. So it really matters, like making those little changes on the menus can be the difference between type 2 diabetes and not type 2 diabetes, so it can really help people. So I think my take on menus and how I look at them differently than most people might help. So I can, go through and say, okay, this is what I would eat if I was eating a cooked plant-based meal, or this is what I would eat if I wanted to stay raw, and what would that look like? So that's coming, and I think that'd be kind of cool. And then I've also still been keeping up with my blogging. Just posted one yesterday, posted one today. I'm still keeping up with it, learning more and more about SEO, which is pretty cool, because I didn't really know much about it before this, but everything I'm posting, I'm making sure I have keywords. I'm making sure I'm tying back to those key phrases and those keywords, and everything is all, tied together, because SEO, it's kind of a long-term game. It's not something in the short term you're going to see a lot of, I guess, reward from, like you would if you were to post a reel on Instagram. You get thousands and thousands of views and followers like right there. But SEO is kind of that long game. You're going to play that long game, but eventually it'll be great, especially if I can get more people sharing my links and talking about my articles and sharing my articles. It's only going to be really good for Google. So I'm excited to keep going that. And then this week, we just finished the plant-based bundle. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I created a whole separate PDF book for the plant-based bundle. It was all on its own. It was a 1-week plan that you can only get in the plant-based bundle, which was $50. So I sold a couple bundles, which I wasn't even really trying to sell a bundle. The bundles honestly sold through my email list. I wasn't really sending messages to people. I really wasn't on top of it like I have been in the past, just because last week I got hit with wasn't really feeling very good. So we'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But I sold a couple, so I made some money last week, which was great. But the big thing about the plant-based bundle was I've already gotten 80 leads. You guys, 80 leads so far, and they have a year to download this. So it's just going to keep coming and coming and coming. So for me, it was like getting in front of a lot more people. And so if you guys are watching this from the plant-based bundle, or if you found me from a plant-based bundle, thank you. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for sticking with me, because it's probably been a little bit of time now. But yeah, it's cool. So it's getting me in front of that new audience, getting new people, in my sphere, reading my blog, reading my articles, hopefully downloading my guides, getting the recipes, doing that. So just more of that. And then I am finally recording my ad. And I know it's crazy that it's not done yet, and I keep dragging my feet, but this is the final thing that I need to do to be able to just kind of put this into autopilot and start just really making money from it. I've tweaked my funnel a lot actually by now, because I'm basically watching all my organic traffic going through it, and I'm watching the conversion numbers, and I'm like, the conversion's a little low. So I took my sales page and I completely redid my sales page last week, you guys. I took it from like a different aesthetic and I changed it, like, because it had more of a black background, and I was like, all my other pages have white. When you go into it from the other pages, they're white. And it's like, I don't want to change that experience when you're going from like the white background and the pink and white over here, and you're going into a black over here. So I was like, let me just make it more cohesive and make it more similar to everything else that you're going through. So I completely changed it. So we'll see if those conversions change a little bit this week, which would be cool. But that's the beauty of doing sales funnels. You can just burn it down and just redo it if you really wanted to. And that's what I have done. That's what I do with a lot of things. And it's cool because you can really see the real-time data of people looking at it. And, if 200 people looked at it and not a single person has given you your email, you're doing something wrong. Like, you're definitely doing something wrong. You need to change some things. You need to maybe change the headline. You need to move some things. I was able to move a lot of the words above the fold, which is changing my conversion. I'm getting more conversions, more leads on that, which is cool. So there's just like these little tricks that I'm doing, just optimizing things here and there. And that's really all I've been doing, is just optimizing, getting the word out, optimizing, being in groups. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups. I talk in a lot of Facebook groups. And if I see anyone write about, I want to lose weight, I want to lose body fat, I'm like, hey, like, I would eat this, or you could do this. And if they ask me a second question, that's kind of when I'll be like, oh, I have a free guide. If you want the list of the top protein foods I ate, here you go. So that's working. I think I sent the guide out to 7 people yesterday, of just replying to people, and they're like, hey, I want it, because this is something that was needed. I knew that this was needed in the marketplace. I knew it was needed. It's just getting that word out and getting it out to more people is what I'm working on right now, is, that traffic source. So, so that is my business updates. Kind of, exciting, moving forward, making some money. It's cool. Not life-changing money. I'm not in the thousands, but I'm in the hundreds. So I'm able to cover my operating expenses right now for business, which is cool. A couple months ago when I started the series, I was making $0 in my side business. So now that I'm making a couple hundred or so every month, it's nice. Would like to increase that. And I'm thinking about, okay, what is that next step to increase it? And that's ads. So that is coming. That is definitely coming. I'm filming that tomorrow. But yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the body and the health side of, this whole podcast or this whole series that I've been doing. But basically, last week was really weird for me. So I'm still mostly eating 100% raw food. I have not sat down and eaten a cooked meal yet. I have not turned my stove on. I have not turned my oven on. I have not cooked a single meal in my house. Am I eating things here and there that aren't raw? Yeah, 100%. I had one of those probiotic sodas over the weekend, because I literally haven't had a soda in 10 years. And I saw it was on sale, and I was like, I'll just try one of these. And It was awful. Like I would highly not recommend it at all. They're expensive, but it was not for me. But I was just trying it, and that's not raw. So it's just trying things here and there that aren't necessarily 100% raw. But I'm not going out and eating fully cooked meals. Am I gonna be there? Maybe. It's interesting. I think last weekend was that weekend of like, do I go out and get a cooked meal? And I'm on that border right now of like, I kind of want a cooked plant-based meal, But also it's the summertime and it's hot and watermelon is delicious. So I can easily kind of keep pushing past that I need that cooked meal thing, because at night I don't want something warm. I want something cold. I want some refreshing watermelon. I don't want something warm. So that's another thing. But yeah, I was really off last week, and it was weird for me because I couldn't really quite figure out what was going on. Like, I knew I wasn't sick. It was definitely like not a sickness at all. But on Tuesday, I came home from work and I was tired. Like, I was so tired. And it just hit me of just like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. Like, I went to bed at 6 p.m. You guys, 6 p.m. on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I was kind of still like, And then over the weekend, I didn't have much energy last week, and it was really weird because typically when that happens, that means that there's COVID or there's a sickness or there's a virus or there's something going through the office. And it was so crazy because last Tuesday it just hit me and I didn't feel sick, no sick issues whatsoever, just being very like extremely tired, beyond tired. Like it was crazy. Like I slept so much. So that I'm just thinking like, okay, there was definitely like COVID, there was something in the office, And so yesterday I was in my kitchen and one of the other girls that works on kind of the other side, she was talking about how she was so sick last week, and it might have been the C thing. I probably shouldn't keep saying the word, but and then someone else got sick and all this. So I was like, oh my God, I knew it. Like I freaking knew it. Like I called it because like I don't feel off like that unless there's something moving through the office, and it was really interesting. But then last week I was just really tired, like very, 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 very tired. And I'm just kind of asking myself, like, why am I so tired? But also I'm asking myself, why am I not resting? And like, I am notorious, you guys, for just work, and don't stop and keep working and keep working. And over 4th of July, I didn't even really take time off. I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. And I was at home on my computer at 4:30 in the morning working, till 5 or 6 o'clock at night, and then maybe till 9 o'clock at night. I was working that entire time, and then smack into Monday, I go back into work, or Tuesday or whatever, I went back to work. It's like I don't break, I don't have a break. I don't take very many breaks to myself, and just really, I don't take time off of the computer. I don't take time off of my phone because I'm on a computer all day at work, and then I come home and jump on it again. I'm on my phone all day, and then I come home and jump on it again. And so I don't take that time off, and it hits me sometimes. Like it hits me, and it hit me on Saturday, you guys. It hit me on Saturday. It was so crazy because it was kind of past that tiredness, and I woke up at 5 a.m. because I had a AI summit that I was watching. So it was from 5 to 9 a.m. and I learned so much. Like it was whoa about all the stuff I learned. But it was almost like I had so much information come at me. It was like, oh my God, I can't handle this. And my body just shut down because I was like, I'm going back to bed. And I went back to bed for a couple more hours after that. And like, I never, ever, 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 ever sleep in on the weekends. Like, oh my God, no, I should have gotten out of bed. I was supposed to go to the grocery store. I was supposed to go to the gym, all these things. It was like, you know what? No. And I didn't even go to the gym on Saturday, you guys. I was just tired. And sometimes we have to take that rest, and sometimes we live in this society that is like, go, 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 go. Just keep pushing and keep working hard and you'll get it and everything will be great if you just work hard, and that's not necessarily the case. Like you got to take that time to rest or you will crash and burn, like I crash and it's not the first time it's happened, it definitely happens. And I recognize it when it does happen. And when I do recognize it, I'm like, okay, Kelly, you can't just go, 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 and give myself maybe an hour or 2 hours during the week for my own personal time. And that's it. Like, I can't do that, and I have to take some steps back. I need to take some breaks on the computer. I need to take some breaks from my phone. I need to take some breaks from social media and just completely take some time off of it. And reminding you to do that as well. It's hard to do, especially when you run a business, where you're looking for your people online and you're trying to grow a brand and, be that face of the brand and get your face out there and be in people's faces. It's hard because I mean, as you can tell, it's just hard, but I'm feeling way better this week. Didn't go to the gym today, but went to the gym yesterday. I'm going to go again tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. because I like this really early gym stuff I've been doing. But yeah, just take some time to rest, you guys. Like, don't just keep going and keep going and keep going until you burn out. It could have been way worse. I could have pushed myself into a sickness. I could have pushed myself into, chronic health issues. But is my body's telling me, like, hey, you need to rest. Hey, you need to rest. And I think when I get into these just extremely tired periods, that's my body just telling me, like, hey, stop, like, take a break, take a break. I'm going to force you to take a break. And thankfully I don't get sick. It's just my body saying, sleep, 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 like, go to bed and sleep, like, don't do anything, rest, no more workouts, like, rest. Don't walk 20,000 steps a day. You need to rest, and I'm one of these people that I'm always going, I'm always moving, and I don't necessarily always have to be doing that. So I don't know. That was my 2 cents, but wanted to check in with you guys. I will check in again soon. Soon, if you're watching this, you'll see me very soon, but I will check in again when I have another good update for you guys. All right. Take care, guys.